Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. This path of spirituality is the path of gradual transformation of the seeker. Gradual transformation. Step by step, step by step. As many of you have already read several books on spirituality, you might have known that this whole nature is composed of three elements: tamas, rajas, sattva. These are the three basic elements, the constituent parts of this whole nature. Tamas gives us sleep, stupor, lethargy, but also stability, which stops. And rajas gives us mobility, activity, incentive for doing things. Desires, many desires. And sattva gives us comfort, happiness, lightness, a tendency towards wisdom, a tendency towards knowing the truth of life and existence. Nothing in this nature is there which has only one element. Everything, every object, every human being, every creature, all plants, everything has all the three. Existence of anything is impossible simply by one element. All things have all the three. But the degree of the three varies. Somewhere there is primacy of tamas, somewhere rajas is more, somewhere sattva is more. Among the human beings also, there are people dominated by tamas, tamasic they are known, tamasic people. If there are 5 or 6 or 10 tamasic people, you may find difference even among them. Just to give you an illustration, there are some people who want nothing but sleep, lying down. They want nobody should disturb them. That's all. Such people don't have many desires also. The only desire, if at all it is, you don't disturb me. Let me sleep. The element of desire is not much in them. We have here. By the way, I am having all sorts of people here. We have. They are useless in many things, yet I don't send them out, I keep them because they are the examples. So tamasic people are there, very tamasic. They say, don't disturb, let me sleep. Then there are rajasic people, that means rajas is more than tamas and sattva. One predominates, the two also exist. These rajasic people, they have primacy of activity and many, many worldly desires. This much I have done and that much I will do. These are the projects in my hand, I will finish them, and after that more and more projects I will take up, because by that I am going to earn lot of money. But destiny may play its own part. Money may not come. It happens many times. But the inner condition is such. So many desires, worldly desires, and activity. And again they have shocks, because desires are not fulfilled many times. They plan and the plan does not become successful. Yet they go on like that. When there is primacy of rajasic people. Then there are sattvic people. That means tamas and rajas are also there, but the person has grown into sattva and feels better, light, wisdom, a little wisdom, not the final wisdom, that comes after enlightenment, but a tendency towards knowing truth. What is the purpose of my life? What is the purpose of this world? Is there some way to become permanently happy? These things come to the mind of a sattvic person. And tamas and rajas are also there. Those who want to progress in spirituality, step by step they have to become sattvic. Tamas and rajas have to go away from their life step by step. Go away means they will never finish. Nothing exists without the three. But they will not be the primary elements. Neither tamas nor rajas. Sattva should grow in life. So for the spiritual path, everybody has to become more and more sattvic, more and more. All this training, all this discipline is to have enhancement of sattva and subordination of tamas and rajas. Now for increasing this sattva, one has to make efforts in every aspect of life. One very important aspect, there are so many aspects, all cannot be explained. I am giving you the gist. So, in several aspects of life, one aspect is very important, and that is what we eat, our food habits. Very important. They have said, ahara shuddhau sattva shuddhi. By purifying your food, what you eat, mind gets purified. Mind's purification is connected with the purity of what you eat. So one has to change one's habits. I know in the West so many things which are here available are not there. The tradition is not there. Here they have so many things which are very rajasic. Pakoras and whatnot, chili and other things. And they eat like that. And they are eating and doing like that. But there also, and as meat eating very much there, here also so many vegetarians in the whole world are not many, is not a large number. But there is no place for meat in the life of a spiritual seeker, no place, not even egg. And now they have found, all these people try to find out some ways. They say, we have vegetarian eggs. It is all deception. There are books written by scientists which have shown egg is not the food of man, human beings. It badly affects the health. Many diseases are there. Now it is established in the modern medical science also that meat eaters only have certain disease. Vegetarians don't have. So no place for meat eating and no place for even egg. Not even vegetarian egg. I remember here one seeker is sitting, I'm not naming. When the seeker was in Japan, she informed me, I made a mistake. I said she. That means some indication. Anyway, I'm also learning to speak. And the seeker informed me that here in Japan, that putting on some, whatever you eat, fish, something liquid prepared by fish, they don't consider it. They consider it vegetarian. In the same way at other places. No. So one has to change. And there is no place for drinking. No place, completely no place. Drinking makes the mind unable to think rationally. Drink, it affects the mind. One becomes incapable of thinking correctly. No place for drinking. These days so many bad things are happening. They have started taking, the young boys and girls have started taking drugs. Even. No place in the life of a spiritual seeker. Drinking, not at all. Then there are some friends, they say, but when the weather is very cold, a little will be useful. You can find out some other ways to warm your body, to warm up your body. There are other ways also. Drinking obstructs us capacity to think correctly, because drinking affects the mind and the faculty of discrimination, called as vivek in Sanskrit or Hindi. It does not develop. The faculty of discrimination, very, very important. Without the development of faculty of discrimination, many times I explained, discrimination means from the inside comes an indication. This is right, this is wrong, this is right, this is wrong, like that. It does not develop. So, food habits, like that. If by destiny to somebody money comes very much, in a sense, more than the requirement, then it should not be the way of life that the money just is spent on one's own self and having tourism throughout the world. That money should be used for the needy and deserving, because then the quality of kindness, compassion, they develop. Anybody can spend any amount of money on one's own leisure, luxury. But then giving charity is a greater thing, and on the path of spirituality. In every aspect, so many aspects are there. In the same way, one is not expected, a spiritual seeker is not expected to have clothes just for showing. Many people put on clothes just to show this is here, like that. Not that. So in the same way, several things are there. I have just pointed out an aspect that is step by step one has to grow towards having dominance of sattva in place of tamas and rajas. Without having primacy of sattva in life, peace will not happen. Permanent peace will not be there. Self-realization will be far away. Self-realization does not happen simply by having sattva. One has to transcend even sattva. It gets transcended. So this idea should also not be there that I have become sattvic and therefore I am going to have enlightenment. It helps, it is necessary, but the journey is still beyond it. Somebody may ask, what is beyond it? Later on. Thank you.